Let me tell you something that the most elegant, most magnetic, most beautifully dressed women over 60 already know. And it has nothing to do with how much money they spend. It is not about designer labels stitched on a handbag. It is not about expensive jewelry sitting around the neck. And it is absolutely not about trying to dress like the woman you were 30 years ago. The secret, the one thing that separates a woman who walks into a room and turns every single head, is color. The right color, worn the right way, paired with intention. Because here is what I have learned after years of studying style, elegance, and what truly makes a woman over 60 look rich, radiant, and unforgettable. Color speaks before you do. It introduces you before you say your name. It tells the room whether you are confident or uncertain, polished or invisible, timeless or forgotten. And that is a power that most women are leaving completely on the table. Now I want you to think for a moment about the last time you stood in front of your wardrobe and something just felt off. The colors that used to make you glow somehow stopped working. The combinations that once felt effortless started feeling flat. And maybe, like so many of us, you quietly wondered what had changed. I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing went wrong with you. What changed is your skin, your hair, your natural coloring. And that is not a flaw, that is a transition. We are not the same women we were at 40, and why on earth would we want to be? But here is what nobody tells you. When your natural coloring shifts, the colors that once served you can start working against you, quietly draining your face, adding years you have not lived, and dulling the very radiance that makes you magnetic. And that is exactly why I made this video for you today. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 8 powerful color combinations. Not trends, not passing fashion moments, but timeless, carefully chosen pairings that work with your skin, your hair, and the stunning woman you are right now. These combinations are going to make you look rich without spending a fortune, younger without a single needle, and so beautifully put together that heads will turn wherever you walk. We are in this together, and by the time we reach the last combination, I promise you will never look at your wardrobe the same way again. So stay with me, because what comes next is going to change everything about the way you dress, the way you feel, and the way the world sees you. If this is your first time here, subscribe to Timeless After 50 now and turn on the notifications, because this is exactly the kind of content we make for you every single week. Now let's get started. Our very first color combination is one of the most luminous, most softly powerful pairings a woman over 60 can ever put on her body, and that is Ivory and Dusty Rose. I want you to stay with me here because this pairing is not just beautiful, it is transformative in a way that I have watched happen in real time, on real women, and the results are always breathtaking. Ivory is not white. That distinction matters more than you know. Where pure white can feel stark and harsh against mature skin, Ivory carries a gentle warmth, a soft golden undertone that wraps around your face like the most flattering light you have ever stood in. It does not overpower you, it elevates you. And Dusty Rose, not bright pink, not bubblegum, but that deep, muted, grown woman rose, brings back the natural flush that our skin quietly loses as we age. Together, these 2 colors do something that no highlighter, no filter, and no expensive cream can fully replicate. They reflect warmth upward toward your face, they soften fine lines without hiding them, and they give your entire presence a glow that people notice before they can even explain why. I have seen this combination stop women in their tracks when they finally try it. Now here's how you wear it. A soft ivory blouse, paired with dusty rose trousers for a morning out that looks quietly expensive. A dusty rose cardigan layered over an ivory dress for afternoon lunch that feels feminine and effortless. For evenings, an ivory silk top with a dusty rose skirt and pearl earrings, simple, refined, and utterly unforgettable. We are at a stage in life where softness is not weakness, it is sophistication. And this combination wears that truth beautifully. Our second color combination is one of the richest, most deeply flattering pairings I have ever seen on a woman over 60, and that is deep burgundy and camel. Now I need you to picture this pairing before we even talk about how to wear it, because the moment you see it, something inside you will recognize it, as the color of a woman who has fully arrived. Burgundy is the color of fine wine, of aged leather, of quiet confidence that does not need to announce itself. It carries depth, it carries strength, and it carries the kind of maturity that only becomes more beautiful with time. Camels, on the other hand, are warmth made into a color. It is old money sitting in a sunlit room. It is groundedness and grace wrapped into a single shade that flatters every skin tone it touches. When you bring these two together, something extraordinary happens. The burgundy lifts your natural undertones and brings a healthy, wine-rich warmth to your complexion, while the camel wraps your entire look in a golden softness that makes you look lit from within. I have always believed that this is the combination of a woman who does not chase trends because she has never needed to. For silver and white hair especially, this pairing creates a contrast so striking and so elegant that people genuinely cannot stop looking. Here's how you wear it. A camel coat over a deep burgundy turtleneck for a winter afternoon that radiates quiet luxury. Burgundy trousers with a soft camel blouse for a lunch that turns heads effortlessly. A burgundy dress with camel accessories for an evening that feels rich, warm, and completely unforgettable. We are the women who wear depth beautifully, and this combination proves exactly that. Our third color combination is one that has been worn by the most quietly powerful, most timelessly elegant women in the world, and that is navy and soft gold. I want you to think about this pairing for a moment before we dive in, because there is something about it that goes far beyond fashion. The navy is not just a color, it is a statement. It is the color of deep water, of quiet authority, of a woman who does not need to raise her voice because her presence already speaks. It carries trust, intelligence, and a sophistication that never ages, never dates, and never fails. And where black can sometimes feel heavy and draining against mature skin, pulling shadows downward and making fine lines more visible, navy does the opposite. It lifts, it flatters me. It gives your face a backdrop that makes your eyes brighter, your skin warmer, and your entire presence more alive. Now I want you to imagine what happens when you bring soft gold into that picture. Not loud yellow gold, not harsh metallic, but that warm, honeyed, beautifully muted soft gold that catches light the way a late afternoon sun touches everything it loves. Soft gold near your face does what the most expensive skincare in the world promises. It illuminates, it warms, and it makes you look radiant in a way that feels completely effortless. I have always said that this is the combination of a woman who commands a room without asking for permission. For silver hair especially, navy and soft gold create a contrast so regal and so striking that people genuinely stop and look twice. Here is how you wear it. A navy dress with soft gold jewelry for an evening that feels like quiet royalty. A navy blazer over a soft gold blouse for a daytime look that is polished and powerful. We deserve to wear combinations that match the women we have become, and this one does exactly that. Our fourth color combination is one of the most unexpectedly beautiful, most quietly stunning pairings on this entire list, and that is chocolate brown and blush pink. Now I know what you might be thinking. Brown and pink? But stay with me here, because the moment you see this combination come together on a woman over 60, something shifts, something clicks. And I promise you, it is one of those pairings that once you try it, you will wonder how you ever dressed without it. Chocolate brown is not a basic color. It is rich, it is sensual, it is the color of fine suede and aged leather, and the kind of depth that only mature women can truly carry with elegance. It grounds an outfit in a way that feels expensive and intentional without ever trying too hard. And blush pink, not the bright bubblegum pink of youth, but that soft, tender, barely there blush, is femininity in its most refined and grown form. It is the color of a woman who is completely at peace with her own beauty. Together, chocolate brown and blush pink create something truly magical. The brown provides the depth and the richness, while the blush reflects the most gentle, luminous warmth back onto your face, restoring the natural flush that mature skin quietly loses over time and giving you a glow that feels completely natural and completely yours. I genuinely believe this is the most romantic combination on our list today, and I have watched it transform women the very first time they put it on. Here is how you wear it. A chocolate brown blazer over a blush pink blouse for a morning that feels effortlessly chic. Blush pink trousers with a chocolate knit for an afternoon look that is warm, rich, and quietly breathtaking. A chocolate brown dress with blush accessories for an evening that is soft, feminine, and utterly unforgettable. We are women who have earned the right to wear beauty that surprises, and this combination delivers that every single time. Our fifth color combination is the boldest, most head-turning, most unapologetically magnificent pairing on this entire list, and that is charcoal gray and emerald green. Now I need you to stay right here with me, because this is the combination I saved for the woman who has decided, quietly, firmly, and beautifully, that she is completely done being invisible. And if that is you, then everything I am about to share was made specifically for you. Charcoal gray is the backbone of this pairing, and I want you to understand why it works so powerfully for you at this stage of your life. It gives you all the authority and structure of black, but without the harshness that drains your complexion and pulls shadows onto your face where they do not belong. When you wear charcoal, you look grounded, modern, and certain of yourself in a way that turns heads before you even open your mouth. And then emerald green comes in, and I promise you, everything changes the moment it touches your skin. Emerald is not just a color you wear, it is a feeling you step into. It adds a vibrancy and a brightness to your complexion that makes your eyes sparkle, and your silver hair looks so intentional and so striking that I have watched people genuinely stop mid-conversation just to take in how beautiful you look. I want you to try this. A charcoal gray blazer over an emerald green blouse for a daytime look that makes every room you walk into feel like you just raised the standard. An emerald dress with charcoal accessories for an evening that is vibrant, refined, and so completely you that people will ask what your secret is. Even something as simple as emerald earrings against a charcoal outfit gives you that quiet, electric presence that we as women over 60 have absolutely earned the right to own. We are not here to play small anymore, and this combination makes sure the world knows it. Our sixth color combination is the most soulful, most sun-warmed, most deeply alive pairing on this entire list, and that is cream and warm terracotta. Now I want you to stop for just a moment and really take this one in, because I genuinely believe this is the combination that most women over 60 have never given themselves permission to try. And that breaks my heart a little, because the moment you put it on, something inside you is going to wake up in the most beautiful way. Terracotta is not a trend. I need you to understand that. It is one of the oldest, most timeless colors in the history of human beauty. The color of sun-baked earth, of Mediterranean afternoons, of a life lived warmly and fully and without apology. And when you wear it, it does something to your skin that I have watched happen on women of every complexion. It mimics a natural sun-kissed flush. It pulls golden warmth into your face, and it makes you look like you have just returned from the most beautiful trip of your life. Now cream comes in and does what only cream can do. It softens, it refines, and it keeps the whole look from feeling rustic and grounds it firmly in quiet, understated luxury. Together, you and these two colors create something so effortlessly rich and so naturally radiant that people around you will feel it before they can even explain what they are responding to. I want you to picture yourself in a cream silk blouse with warm terracotta trousers on a beautiful afternoon. You look expensive, you look alive, and you look like a woman who has chosen joy as her signature. A terracotta wrap dress with cream accessories for an evening that radiates warmth and sophistication. A cream coat over a terracotta knit for a look that is so quietly stunning it stops people mid-step. We have spent enough time hiding in colors that do nothing for us, and you deserve every bit of the glow this combination is going to give you. Our seventh color combination is the most airy, most quietly breathtaking, most unexpectedly powerful pairing I have ever seen on a woman over 60, and that is soft lavender and warm white. Now I need you to hear me on this one, because I know what you might be thinking. Lavender feels too soft, too delicate, maybe even too young. And I want you to let that thought go right now, because everything you think you know about lavender is about to change completely. Lavender is not a shy color. It is not a retiring color. It is the color of wisdom, of creativity, of a woman who has lived deeply enough to carry both strength and softness in the same breath. And that woman is you. When you wear soft lavender, something happens to your silver hair that I have never seen any other color do quite so beautifully. It makes every strand look intentional, luminous, and so elegantly striking that women half your age will be quietly wishing they could pull it off the way you do. And warm white, not the cold stark white that fights with your skin, but that soft, honeyed, gently glowing warm white, lifts your entire face in a way that feels like the most flattering light you have ever stood in. Together, these two colors wrap you in a softness that is so refined, so quietly regal, that people cannot stop looking at you and cannot quite explain why. I have always believed that this combination belongs to women who have made peace with themselves, and there is nothing more magnetic in this world than that kind of peace worn openly. I want you to try a soft lavender blouse with warm white trousers for a Sunday that feels like a beautiful exhale. A warm white dress with lavender accessories for a family gathering where every eye in the room finds you first. A lavender cashmere sweater paired with warm white wide-leg trousers for an afternoon look so effortlessly elegant that it feels like it was made for exactly who you are right now. We have earned every single shade of this beauty, and this combination lets you wear that truth with absolute grace. Our eighth and final color combination is the one I have been saving for last, not because it is the least important, but because it is the most quietly devastating, most sophisticatedly powerful pairing on this entire list, and that is olive green and champagne. Now I want you to lean in close for this one, because what I am about to share with you is the kind of style knowledge that most women spend decades trying to stumble upon. And you are getting it right here, right now. Olive green is ancient. It is cultivated. It is the color of women who read, who travel, who think deeply, and move through the world with a grace that cannot be bought or borrowed. When you wear olive, you are not following a trend. You are standing in a tradition of timeless, understated elegance that the most sophisticated women in the world have always understood. And I need you to feel that every single time you put it on. Now, champagne comes in and does something to this combination that genuinely takes my breath away every time I see it. That soft, sparkling, luminous champagne tone catches light the way nothing else on this list does. It lifts the shadows from your face, it warms your complexion from within, and it gives you a radiance so natural and so effortless that people will look at you and genuinely wonder what your secret is. Together, you and these two colors create the most refined, most quietly commanding presence in any room you walk into. I want you to picture yourself in an olive green blazer with champagne wide-leg trousers at a lunch with your closest friends. You look like old money. You look like culture. You look like a woman who has arrived so completely in herself that elegance simply follows her everywhere she goes. A champagne silk blouse with olive trousers for an afternoon so effortlessly chic it feels like it belongs in a luxury magazine. An olive wrap dress with champagne jewelry for an evening that is so deeply quietly stunning that the room feels it the moment you walk in. We saved the best for last. And you, my friend, were absolutely worth the wait. And there you have it, 8 powerful, timeless, deeply flattering color combinations that I put together with one woman in mind. You. Because you deserve to walk into every single room looking as rich, as radiant, and as beautifully alive as the woman you truly are right now. I want you to remember something that I carry with me every single day. Color is not vanity. It is not superficial. It is the language your presence speaks before you ever open your mouth. And when you choose it with intention, with knowledge, and with the confidence that we have been building together right here, everything changes. The way you feel getting dressed in the morning changes. The way people respond to you when you walk in changes. And most importantly, the way you see yourself in that mirror changes. Because you will finally be seeing a woman who is not fading gracefully into the background but stepping forward, boldly and beautifully, into everything she has earned. We are not chasing youth, my friend. We are owning something so much richer. The radiance that only comes from a life fully and beautifully lived. If this video spoke to your heart today, please subscribe right here because we have so much more beauty, elegance, and style waiting for you. And I would absolutely love to know, which of these 8 color combinations are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments below and let us celebrate your gorgeous glow together.